It's news time. Information is power. Be current. The news headline: Biafra. Nnamdi trial will lead to Ipob's end. The news in full. The Presidency has disclosed that the trial of Nnamdi, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, would lead to the end of the pro-Biafra group. President Muhammadu Buhari's spokesperson, Garba Shehu, disclosed that the Ipob does not enjoy much support in the southeast. Shehu pointed out that the Kanus and Ipob do not enjoy the support of southeast governors and lawmakers. He also made the remark in response to criticism against Buhari by London-based magazine The Economist. In a statement he posted on Facebook page, Shehu also disclosed that the federal government was making further efforts to get Ipob rightfully designated as a terrorist organization. The statement reads partly in the Southeast Ipob, which the Economist rightly described as delusional. The arrest and present trial of the terrorist leader of the group is the beginning of its demise. The President's administration is redoubling efforts to have Ipob rightfully designated as a terrorist group by our allies outside of Nigeria, an act which will collapse the ability to transact gains from crime and extortion in foreign countries. It is important to remind the Economist and the global media that the group's aggression and widespread presence on social media does not reflect their public support, for which they have known all elected governors, all elected politicians, all elected state assemblies in the southeast, which Ipob claim to be part of their fantasy kingdom, reject them completely. Kanus and Ipob have been at the forefront agitating for the breakup of Nigeria. He was, however, arrested in July 2021 in Kenya and was repatriated to Nigeria to continue his trial. And last week, the Nigerian government rearranged him before Justice Binta Nyako in Abuja Federal High Court, of which the case was adjourned to November 10, 2021. And this is actually the presidency that has through their spokesperson Garba Shehu, has disclosed that Ipob does not enjoy much support in the southeastern part of the country. And this is Shehu Garba reacting to the overseas declaration, their publication rather, that is the Economist magazine, that are actually saying that the President Muhammadu Buhari's led administration had actually been delusional in the arrest and trial of the terrorist leader of the group Ipob in Nigeria, and saying that it is Shehu Garba telling the magazine and also the people overseas that it is important to remind them, especially the Economist magazine and the global media, that this group's aggression and widespread presence on social media does not reflect their public support, for which they have known, saying that every of the region actually rejects the indigenous people of Biafra completely, and saying that the indigenous people of Biafra had actually been known for their mayhem and causing uproar and agitations all around the country that has led to several loss of lives. And this was Garba Shehu, the spokesperson of President Muhammadu Buhari, actually bringing this to the notice of the Economist magazine, who had actually described the act of the federal government as something bad and quite illegal, because Nnamdi was quite repatriated from Kenya back to Nigeria, although the Kenya government has said that they know nothing about the repatriation, that is the extraordinary rendition of Nnamdi from Kenya back to Nigeria. The President Muhammadu Buhari and the governors of the southeast states to take prompt action to forestall the massive bloodbath that may be unleashed should the federal government of Nigeria carry out the threat to take military action against those standing in the way of the Anambra State governorship election in less than 2 weeks away. Uriwa, the Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, in a statement signed by its national coordinator, Comrade Emmanuel Umubiku, and the National Media Affairs Director, Ms. Zainab, at the weekend, said it was worried by the fact that up till today, there are no signs that the political leaders of the Southeast, including the governors, national and state parliamentarians, traditional hierarchy, and cultural leaders, haven't activated dialogue's mechanism to mount effective pressure on President Muhammadu Buhari to opt for peaceful negotiations and stop the hardline and kinetic postures against members of the outlawed indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob. The Rights Writer Association lamented that the governors of the Southeast, rather than being resolute, had committed to finding lasting solutions in the uproar between the Ipob and the Buhari administration, and finding and behaving like giraffes by hiding their heads in the sands whilst Igbo land is set ablaze. It regretted that the governors aren't bothered about possible conflicts that may mar the Anambra governorship election, but are deeply concerned about how to take political power by all means by winning the Anambra governorship seats by hook or crook. Therefore, the right group expressed consternation that since July, that the leadership of the Ipob was allegedly kidnapped by the Nigerian government from Kenya and brought back to Nigeria to continue his trial for an alleged treasonable felony for his role in championing the campaign for self-determination in the southeast of Nigeria. The elected leaders of the southeast of Nigeria, that is the Igbo-speaking nationality, have yet to concretely convince the president to ban the Ipob and remove a erroneous tag of being a terrorist group slammed on the self-proclaimed unharmed Ipob. Uriwa said that instead of opting for peaceful negotiations and the adoption of non-kinetic steps by the federal government to douse the rising tension created by the detention of the leader of the Ipob, Nnamdi, the federal government and the Southeast governors have largely adopted bellicose and confrontational military strategies to confront a situation that could have been resolved through peaceful and constructive means. It said that the recent moves by the federal governments to militarize Anambra State, with the elections barely a few days away and the threat to call out the people of the southeast of Nigeria on a week-long sit-at-home protest made by the IPOB, is an unambiguous signal that the election in Anambra State would be characterized by bloodbath, which is what the right group is asking all and sundry to avert. The right group recalled that President Muhammadu Buhari had ordered a massive deployment of security agents in the Anambra State to ensure that under no circumstances will anything be allowed to stop the elections from taking place peacefully. The police had on October 14th announced that it would deploy 34,587 personnel to Anambra State to ensure peace during the poll, even as the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, had earlier hinted that the federal government was considering imposing a state of emergency in Anambra to ensure peaceful conduct of the poll. Also, the IPOB had declared a one-week sit-at-home protest across the southeast state starting from November 5, the eve of the governorship election in Anambra State. Thanks for listening.